Welcome to Kevin's Corner. My name is Kevin Probst, and Kevin's Corner is where truth is diligently sought, deliberately taught, and dauntlessly defended. I come to you on this 16th day of March in 2026 to tell you that something is happening in America that everyone can see, but almost no one is willing to say out loud. America once ran on common sense. Today, many are refusing to believe what is right in front of their eyes. Something is seriously wrong with America. In a nation once grounded in common sense and clarity, many Americans now find themselves watching obvious realities being denied in the name of ideology and political correctness. I want to examine three controversial cultural flashpoints and ask a sobering question. Have we reached a point where society refuses to believe what it can plainly see? It's not that people can't believe their eyes. It's that they simply refuse to believe what their eyes plainly see. I have lived long enough to watch a nation rise to a level of prosperity and influence unmatched in human history. Yet today, it feels as though the glory years are beginning to fade. Increasingly, American society seems to be drifting away from the solid ground of common sense and moving toward something that resembles cultural confusion, if not outright insanity. Let me summarize three things happening in America that make no sense. Opposition to the Save America Act. This bill currently being debated in Congress would require those registering to vote in American elections to provide documented information proving U.S. citizenship along with a photo ID. At its core, this is a simple principle: only citizens should determine the future of their nation. And most Americans instinctively understand this. After all, no country invites outsiders to decide its political future. Doing so would be comparable to a patient needing a heart transplant, but allowing his worst enemy to operate. No rational person would willingly entrust something so vital to someone who wishes them harm. A nation, like a body, must guard its own life. Consider also the covering that exists in our nation for radical Islamic extremism. In recent years, our nation has experienced several attacks carried out by individuals motivated by radical Islamic ideology. Innocent people have died, and the final words heard in some of those attacks were, Allahu Akbar. Political correctness often prevents honest discussion about the conflict between radical different worldviews. But common sense recognizes that not all cultural or ideological systems can coexist peacefully when one openly calls for the destruction of the other. American constitutional laws built on individual liberty and religious freedom and equality before the law, and systems such as Sharia law are built upon entirely different foundations. Attempting to merge two legal systems built on opposing principles inevitably leads to conflict. And this is not a call to hatred or war against individuals. It is a call for wisdom and caution about what ideas and systems we invite within our gates. And how about the acceptance of transgenderism? Another cultural flashpoint today involves gender identity. At birth, every child's sex is announced based on clear biological markers observed by a doctor delivering the baby. As the child grows, the genetic design of the human body becomes increasingly evident. Males and females develop distinct biological characteristics that serve unique purposes in human reproduction and family life. The modern claim that gender can be chosen or altered from biological reality represents a dramatic shift from what previous generations regarded as self-evident truth. Simply wishing or believing we are something different does not alter biological design, nor does it change the natural order that has governed human life since the beginning. So many are refusing to see. The deeper issue behind all three of these debates is not eyesight. It is the willingness to acknowledge reality. When a society begins ignoring obvious truths, it risks losing the ability to think clearly about the problems it faces. And when common sense disappears, stability soon follows. Perhaps the greatest challenge of our time is not that people cannot see what is happening around them. It is that many simply refuse to believe their own lies. Thank you so much for taking time from your busy day and allowing me to share with you from Kevin's Corner. Please help me share truth with others by liking and sharing this video. Also, please subscribe to Kevin's Corner on YouTube and Substack. And until next time, live bravely and courageously.